Hey, friends, it won't make sense until you try it. That's going to be our encouragement devotional idea. We started a story in Luke chapter 5. We're going to read verses 3 to 5. You should read 1 to 11, the whole story, and then we're going to talk about it. It's not going to make sense until you try it. Here we go. He got into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, and asked him to put out a little from the shore. Then he sat down and he taught the people from the boat. When he'd finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out in the deep water and let down the nets for a catch." Simon answered, "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything. But because you say so, I'll let the nets down." And when they had done so, they caught such a large number of fish that their nets began to break. See, as we said in the last video, Peter was a commercial fisherman. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to catch fish. He knew how to run a profitable business. And he knew this was the time you don't catch fish. And so for him to do what Jesus was asking was silly. Like, this isn't how you do it. He would know. And not to mention, they just got done. They were cleaning up the nets. We talked about that in the last video, right? It's just, he was done. He was ready to go to bed. And Jesus goes, "Hey, throw out the nets." And Peter goes, "Oh, man, I'm only doing it because you're asking me, Jesus." And he does it, and they have a miraculous catch. See, when Jesus asks us to do something, it frequently doesn't make any sense until you try it. See, it makes no sense. And I don't know if I talk about this at church all the time. We may have talked about it here a little bit. When he asks us to forgive, it makes no sense. Why? Why would I forgive somebody? They hurt me. They're the ones that should be coming to me to make amends to me. I'm not going to forgive them. And then you do it, and then you realize it wasn't for them. It was for me that I needed to forgive them, because now I'm not carrying all this baggage around. See, when I need to forgive somebody because they've hurt me, right? I want my lack of forgiveness to hurt them, but it never does. It hurts all the people that I'm around. Right? I bring that home and I dump it all over my family. And so I need to forgive them so that I don't hurt myself and the people that I love the most. But it doesn't make sense until I try it. Same thing with generosity. I worked hard. I earned that. Why would I give part of my money to somebody who's not working, or somebody who's, and it doesn't make sense until you try it. You're generous, and all of a sudden it's like a weight's lifted off of you. When Jesus asks us to be generous, it's not that he's trying to get something from us. He's trying to keep our money from getting us, because it's so easy to get caught up into materialism. See, that's the whole thing with following Jesus. He asks us to do some stuff, and a lot of it doesn't make any sense until you try it. So that's our encouragement, devotional thought for the day. When you're reading through it and you go, "No, there's just no way. I'm not going to forgive them. I'm not going to love them. I'm not going to turn the other cheek. Doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to use my power to bless others. I worked hard to get where I am, so I'm going to use it to bless me." Just put this thought in the back of your mind. It's not going to make sense what he's asking you to do until you do it. And then the light bulb goes off and you'll never want to go back. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.